how about something like this? Eat veggies for a healthy kid. Wait a sec, according to this conversion chart, it looks like you gotta use 2 more numbers for voiced consonants. So that sentence is 4 bytes over. And a little modification, how about eat veg for a healthy kid? Isn't that a little too informal? You're talking to Ushibayara-san's mother, you know? Will she understand the veg for part? Have any bright ideas? Kurisu shrugs his shoulders and says no more. Then it's settled. We move to the development room and prepare to send the D-mail. When sending to a pager, the number-encoded message is handled like a telephone number, so we enter the input into the X68000. The timer is set. We're ready to send the message to January 1st, 1993. Alright, we're good to go. Lukako's slender figure starts to tremble on the top of entrance button. Ready? I'm starting it up. We're within the window of time where the phone wave, named subject to change, should discharge electricity. Discharge phenomenon soon occurs. Lukako flinches and takes a step back, then I see determination flare in his eyes. A wave of dizziness hits me again. I place a hand on a nearby chair to support myself and close my eyes. The dizziness slowly fades. Reading Steiner activated again. Did the world line change? I look around the room. Unlike what happened with Moika, Lukako's still here. Lukako's appearance hasn't changed one bit. Paying particular attention to his chest, and his chest, and his chest. Oh god. Okubi-san, could you please not look at me like that? It didn't work. So the eat lots of vegetables to give birth to a girl thing Kurisu talked about was nothing but fringe science. What didn't work? Don't you remember? Just now, we used the phone wave, named subject to change to... It was careless of me. As our previous experiments proved, the activation of reading Steiner means that the world line has changed. And I'm the only one who carries his memories through the change. Sorry, it's nothing. Christina, I want to ask you something. Is Lukako... What? Pervy actor you thinking about this time? Can't be too careful around the perv duo. We're not a perv duo. We're a pervy gentleman duo. Whatever. Seriously, whatever. Damn, I can't ask now. It's really annoying that no one remembers. I want to think about how Kurisu might react if I suddenly ask, is Lukako a girl? There are a few, if any, options that don't end in my death. Considering how his appearance hasn't changed at all, it's very likely that his sex change failed. In that case, what did Lukako's D-mail change? It's just like the Moika experiment. The result is different from what we expected. The real problem is that we have no control. So we couldn't turn him into a girl. Naru, what do you think about D-mail? It's cool. It's kind of lame at the same time. What's lame about it? I couldn't use it to win my Rhinet match against Ferristan. Well, that's a selfish reason. And our experiments have shown D-mail still hasn't reached a reliable level of precision. A true time machine must remove luck from the equation. The phone wave name subject to change is useless unless we can somehow give the sender more control. For starters, there's the problem of how I'm the only one who can recognize the changes. Yeah, we aren't getting results. What about the Lotto 6? Pending. Although it was Lukaku's mistake that cost us the prize, he wouldn't have been in a position to make that mistake if I hadn't asked him to buy the ticket in my stead. I've now finished my dinner breakfast. Yeah! Reheated Eggo waffles for the win. Why did I do that? It's as if Steins guided my money away from my grasp. Oin Kiyoma will not let this keep him down. I won't give up, for I am a mad scientist. I don't understand what you're saying, but you sure seem confident about it. Someday we'll improve the phone wave name subject to change so that it may be used to send things not only to the past, but also to the future. We'll improve it. No, we must improve it. For that is the choice of Steins Gate. A time machine? Damn you, Ferris! Eavesdropping is cowardly. What do you mean? Your voice is so loud, it echoes through the whole story, nya. Thanks for waiting. Here's your iced coffee, nyan. You want milk and syrup, nyan? Never! Kiyoma's gonna be like that. Pour it all in, nya. You need sugar for a healthy brain, nyan. Nyan, 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 nyan. There it is. Ferris Stan's secret technique, the Mixy Mix Gaze. Most mates can't do it without spilling a little, but Ferris Stan makes it look so easy. That's why I love her. Because of the secret technique that Ferris Stan resigns supreme as May Queen's #1 maid. You need something? Want to hear the rest, nya? Kiyoma and Daru, nyan, we're having a little chat. Chit, fun little chit-cat, nya. Something about a time machine. Ferris really wants to hear, nyan. It's top secret, not for outsiders. And who's big mouth at the whole store here, nya? Tell Ferris, Daru, nyan. Don't underestimate him, Ferris, nyan nyan. Daru is my most trustworthy right-hand man, the wizard close super hacker. He won't be tricked into divulging classified information. We built an amazing machine that could send emails to the past. I did most of the work, of course. Daru crumbled like a wafer. Women are scary. Is that a time machine, yeah? I guess you could say that. Wow, you're awesome, nya. Your big brain makes my heart race, nya. Do you mean it? Now I'm embarrassed. Dumbass, what's with that grin? Ferris dreams of going on a journey through time, nya. I'll bring you along someday. Daru, don't make promises you can't keep. By the way, it's been bugging me, but what is time anyway, nya? What? Time is often compared to a river, nya, flowing from past to future. But is that really how it is, nya? If time is a river, then where's the present, nya? Is it a point? Is it a line? Where does the present begin and end, nya? Now that you mention it, I only have a vague concept of time and never give it any serious thought. Present is a leaf floating on the river and moves along with the flow from past to future. Are we writing on that leaf, nya? When you die, do you fall off, nyan? You could say that. All points upstream from leaf are the past, downstream the future. Yeah. But is that leaf only the present for humans, nya? Meaning? Humans make units to define and observe time, which is how we know this leaf is the present. But if every living thing in the universe went extinct, nothing would exist to observe the present, nya? In that case, where would the present go, nya? Wouldn't something like God or the will of the universe observe it? But what if God is a four-dimensional being who can freely move through time, nya? If God is the one who decides the present, then won't our present move with him, nya? This is hard. So what you're saying is that the present is subjective to the observer. We go with that assumption, then the past and future also depend on the observer, nya. If Ferris were to use a time machine to travel back 1 week, then Kyomen Daruna, Nyan's presence would become Ferris's future, nya. I guess that makes sense. So how does leaf model reflect the difference, nya? Neither Daru nor I have an answer to that. Anyway, if everything depends on the observer, then clocks are meaningless, nya. Fun times fly, hard times drag, nya. In other words, the flow of time changes depending on your point of view, nya. Speaking of which, as you grow older, it feels like time starts to flow faster, doesn't it? Janet's Law. Ferris thinks about this stuff sometimes, nya. I think time might not be something as simple as a river, nya. Yeah, the more you think about it, the more complicated it gets. Nya nya. Fret not. Through physics and philosophy may deny us, our machine has made time travel possible. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, looks like you guys have kicked a reason to the curb, nya. But Ferris wants to use the time machine too, nya. Can I please? Sure, I'll let you use it as much as you want, Ferris-tan. Really, nya? Then it's a promise, nya. Daru, don't decide things on your own. From Mayuri. Did I reply? Stopped by the store to buy some crunchy-kun since you said you wanted to eat them, but you're not even here. That's mean. I put them in the fridge, so eat them soon, okay? Wait, when did I say I wanted to eat crunchy-kun? There, that should do it. I'm just a humble scientist surrounded by a sea of female lab members. After killing some time at May Queen, I leave Daru and head back to the lab. The only person there is Mayuri. She's working on a costume. Heh, Mayuri. You're like a housewife burning the midnight oil to bring a little more money home. Midnight oil? Are we eating? Ah, kids these days. Besides, Mayushi doesn't charge for her costumes. Hobbies should just be hobbies, you know? Makes me happy to see someone wearing a costume I made. You want to become a designer? Come to think of it, Mayuri has never talked about her future. No way, it's too hard. Then what is your dream? Mine is to destroy the system and plunge the world into chaos. Mayushi just wants to keep hanging out in the lab. What? You want to be a lab mem forever? I appreciate your enthusiasm, but this lab has no interest in profit. You'll always be hurting for food. You know, Okarin, We have 6 lab mems now. Isn't it amazing? I usually never expected we'd grow this big. A sudden change in topic. It's all because Mayushi became your hostage. No, that has nothing to do with it. I tricked every last one of you into joining with my masterful manipulations. You shouldn't say things like that. And besides, you didn't trick me. That's true. You came of your own volition. She joined the lab without ever asking. When she appeared in the doorway and offered to join, I thought she was a goddess sent from heaven. Okarin? Chaos. That sounds familiar. Right? I wonder where I've heard that before. Okarin? Can Mayushi still be your hostage? Is that what you want? Maybe it is. But I mean, as long as I'm your hostage, Mayushi won't be lonely, and neither will Okarin. I see. Sometimes Mayuri throws me off my game. And if that's her reason for staying at the lab, then I'm happy. I better get going. Mayuri? Want to get something to eat on the way back? My treat. Really? You never treat me. I'm in a good mood today. And how about Kichinjiro? Their minced outlet is, god tier. You'll get no argument from me. Just leave it to me. Yay, I love you, Okarin. Mayushi's really happy. Well, at least she's easy to please. Mayuri and I head for Kichinjiro after all, and I'll see her safely to the station. There we go. That was wholesome. We're back. I told you it's too late, nya. It's from Ferris. I'll be back soon. Okay, Sora. No problem. Too late? What are you talking about? You haven't told me anything. Thanks for coming in on a Saturday. Your devotion to science makes me proud. Yeah. Now I can spread chaos while Sora is gone. That's where I've heard chaos before. Oh. Don't do it, Snoopy. You've been wholesome this entire stream. And just like that. Thank you, Sora. We just got back to wholesomeness. Sorry. Sorry about that now. I'll be taking my leave. No problem, Sora. As I said, we'll be here. And Snoopy will be back in 600 seconds. He needs to put some of that holy water on himself and bathe. Anyways, back to the anime. It's the middle of summer, but instead of going on vacation, I'm stuck in the sauna with a bunch of pervs. Where did I go wrong? He's really giving us a verbal beatdown. Wipe your tears, you experiment-loving girl without a single friend. He'll be free eventually. Exactly, Sora. Eventually! I'm not crying. Besides, you're the one who told us to be here. Indeed, but the one who obeyed my orders and arrived on time was you. You know, Chris-chan is actually a very honest and hardworking girl. That's what Mayushi thinks. That's what makes her so adorable. What? A Yuri flag, I get it. Please unget it. I don't care if my assistants into girls or not. We have more important things to discuss. As I explained to Daru yesterday, I've noticed something about the results of our experiments. D-mails have too many uncertain variables. We can never be sure what will happen when we send one. Not like we can do anything about that, after all. The result is up to whoever receives the mail. Of course, if you can analyze the recipient's psychology, then you might be able to manipulate them into doing what you want. I need a more reliable time machine before I can expose CERN and the organization and plunge the world into chaos. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why I called you here today. The purpose of today's roundtable conference is... Another roundtable? If you want a roundtable conference that much, at least go buy a roundtable. Remember what Ocarine said, Christian? The roundtable is in our hearts. Yuri-san, you're really innocent, but you shouldn't take everything Okabe says seriously. Really? Roundtable doesn't matter now. More importantly, the purpose of today's meeting is to explore methods of true physical time travel, not just D-mail with the objectives of sending someone to the past like CERN has. Don't be ridiculous. CERN has the best equipment in the world, and even after 9 years, they still haven't succeeded. Can't possibly hope to accomplish something like that. You'll become Jalokarin. Isn't it too early to give up? Haven't we already succeeded with D-mail? A first in human history. But we're not the first. Didn't CERN do it before us? Humanity's first time traveling email. For we who have achieved that miracle, nothing is impossible. Such baseless confidence. Anyway, wasn't it just a coincidence that we discovered D-mail? We still haven't figured out what's functioning as the lifter. We just need to figure that out, don't we? It's futile. How do you solve a problem that even CERN can't figure out? If you can't set the destination, then you don't know where you'll leap to. I'll pass on leaping into deep space, thanks. It is a problem. If you can't control where you'll end up, your time machine is worthless. Wait a second. We don't set the destination when we send a D-mail, yet it still arrives where it's supposed to. How do you explain that? Now that you mention it. You set the mail address, right? Isn't that enough? Is it? I don't think a phone signal can be received from millions of kilometers away. I bet you get a busy signal or something. Maybe our cell phones are acting like black holes on white holes. Shouldn't speculate like that. You have zero basis. Is it possible that we form a wormhole? No wormholes have ever been confirmed to exist. I groan. Kurisu and Daru fall silent. The problem has them stumped too. Mayuri's the only one smiling. She probably doesn't understand and is just smiling because she feels like it. In any case, the cold hard truth is that D-mails arrive precisely when and where we want them to. We're ahead of CERN in that regard. Now, can we apply D-mail technology to physical time travel? But with D-mails, you can only send 36 bytes of data. No way you can send a whole person with that kind of limit. If you want to become Gel Okurin, I'm not stopping you. Horrific images of Jellyman flash through your mind. Kerr black holes, ring singularities, supergravitational space-time distortions. If you can adjust the lifter's volume of electron injection, you might be able to make the ring singularities naked. But even CERN is having a hard time controlling the lifter. Even if we do figure out what's functioning as the lifter in our time machine, I doubt we'll be able to solve the problem easily. Meaning that at present, we can only send a mere 36 bytes of data. I wonder how much data there is in a human body. I mean, it's more than an exabyte. It would be best to leave physical transfer aside for now. Sending data through time is an amazing feat by itself. We should be satisfied with what we've got. Sending data through time is enough, huh? Such pessimism is unbecoming of a scientist sworn to uncover the secrets of the universe. I'm telling you to know your limits. If you're going to uncover the secrets of the universe, you need personnel, equipment, and funding to rival CERN's. It's one thing to set lofty goals, but its impoverished lab has no resources to speak of. I've been thinking, man, maybe we should bring the phone wave to a proper research institution and trust it to a specialist. CERN's keeping their time machine research top secret, so if we make an official announcement, it'll benefit the future of mankind. If we make an official announcement, the organization will become aware of my existence. Oh, come on, I'm being serious here. This isn't the time for your childish... And we've hacked into CERN. Those heartless bastards will do anything, even experiment on human beings, and behind them is a power greater than all the nations of the earth. If we make the phone wave name subject to change public, they might have us erased. I watch too many movies. The name committee of 300 appeared in actual CERN documents. Yeah, but... Mayushi's kinda scared. If they find out about our hacking, they'll seriously have us killed. I didn't make any mistakes to give us away, of course. Also, and this is the biggest problem, if we go public, we won't be able to do cool stuff with D-mails anymore. Are you... No way I'm giving up such an awesome machine. I'm Hoin Kiyoma, the insane mad scientist who ruled space and time. What I desire is, that's right, chaos! This guy's hopeless. I better do something quick. Christina, are you an ad channel? Shut up, I'm not, okay? That reminds me, Daru, have you made any progress hacking into CERN? I'd see it would take time to learn how to use the IBN 5100. Yeah, right now I'm combing CERN's massive database. It would take years to read it all. For now, I've passed everything that looks important to Makaseishi for translation. Basically, I've gone as deep as I can go. CERN belongs to me now. Thank goodness you're on my side. Only you weren't so weak to seduction. Christina, report on the status of these translations. Can you stop talking like that? It's pretentious and annoying as hell. Chris-chan, as Okarin's childhood friend, I promise he'll get used to how he talks eventually. Thank you, Sora. I don't know what went wrong. Yeah, it's not like there was a whole bunch of talk about chaos or anything. I just hope it doesn't take 10 years. So, you're saying you want to stay with me for 10 years? In other words, you want to work at this lab for the rest of your... With sarcasm, get it? Sarcasm. Now I'm back to normal. It's the power of holy water. No. Give me your report, Christina. If you don't, I'll call you an at-channeler. Don't say it, James. That's my trigger word. I'm like Mr. Hyde. And every time someone says the W word, you transform into your chaotic alter ego. We cease to be Snoopy the Gamer and become just Snoopy. Didn't you hear me the first time?